Podcast here. We are at the year-end celebration for the Alternative Board in Las Vegas, and I'm Kevin Hernandez.
Ricky Navarre.
And Patrick Stewart.
And today, we've got a special guest, a peak performer, a winner, Hunter Jones.
It's a pleasure to be here, guys.
Yes, Hunter Jones.
Very excited.
He is our peak performer out of all of our board members. He was the one that was selected with his diligence and just how he's grown his business. And Hunter, welcome.
Thank you. I just want to say first, again, very humbled for the award, and just being here and everything you guys have done has been tremendous. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to say I appreciate the fact that you were on time and.
I was on business, business.
Yeah, getting the deal. Yeah, the one excuse we accept is I was doing business. Yeah,
right.
I was doing business.
We love that.
So for a 27-year-old entrepreneur, tell us, Hunter, what motivates you and drives you?
That's a great question. A lot motivates me and drives me, but I think singly the most important thing for me is providing value for others.
Okay.
I think without being able to provide value for others, you just don't have a business, at least a long-standing business. So I wake up every day thinking, how can I provide value not just to my customers, but to my employees and to my other business partners within the business, because I think that's what has led me to be able to grow the business and be in a position to be doing what I'm doing now.
And I don't think we mentioned what your business is.
Yeah. So Vegas Upholstery, we do residential and commercial furniture upholstery with a secondary focus in auto and marine. So pretty much anything you sit on, we can reupholster.
That's one thing I love about Hunter, and we've been working with him for pretty much this whole year, right?
Since January.
January this year, and you have doubled your footprint.
Yeah.
At Las Vegas Upholstery, and your business, your pipeline of business is literally out the door.
Yeah.
Figuratively and literally, and you are killing it. And what do you attribute a lot of that to?
I appreciate the
Accolades.
Accolades, thank you. I would say the big picture, understanding where my end game is. Actually, when I came into the business, my first question was, how do I quit this business? And what I mean by that is that I never got into the upholstery business to be an upholsterer. I never got into the upholstery business for it to be my identity. I saw it as a vehicle to get me to the next level, or to get me the experience in the business realm. And so having that end game has been able to basically create the foundation and the structure and the blueprint to how I got to where I am now. And along with you guys have basically came in and helped me fine-tune this blueprint and hyper-focused it to a point to where I exceeded my level of expectations on myself tenfold. When I got into the business, I was like, if I can do $10,000 a month in revenue, I'm like, this is great. $10,000, we can all make money. And now I'm at a point more like, if we don't do $40,000 a month in revenue, I'm like, what's going on, right?
That's
so
awesome. That's a nice bar to set.
That level of acceleration has been. I'm just so thankful for it, and so blessed, and having the team around me to push me to even understand that was possible has been so valuable.
So I'm going to tell you, when you first got started with the Alternative Board, you came into our environment. You had 3 or 4 businesses working at once. How has being part of the Alternative Board changed that thought process?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've had I've considered myself an entrepreneur almost my whole life. So got my real estate license at a very young age, consider that, a small business. I was doing other online businesses, anything almost like side hustles, right? And what I realized is that, those weren't really businesses.
Okay.
And so being on the alternative board and being with you guys and being surrounded by other business owners that actually own businesses made me realize that if I'm going to be a business owner, I need to be a business owner. I need to emulate. I need to copy what's going on here. So that basically put a spark in me saying, okay, I need to drop X, Y, and Z on my other side of things, and I need to focus solely on this one opportunity, because me being hyper-focused on this one opportunity can get me to that goal of what I want to make in my life. Because I always thought I need to have 10 different bridges to get, my income or, try to get to that level of experience. And it's just not the case. You're just pulled in too many directions. So having that hyper focus and being a part of this board has allowed me to understand that, take the opportunity that's in front of me and run with it with all the energy that I have and all the focus, and that has allowed me to grow as quickly as I have.
Awesome.
I love it. I will tell you, you are impressive for a young man of 27.
27, yeah. I'll be 28 this month, man. Oh, I feel like
Old.
Baby.
Oh, you're gonna be old.
Baby.
I'm over the hump,
You'll be
man.
old next year.
Oh my God, I feel,
But I love your heart for your organization, love your heart for your people, and I love your intentionality. To be a peak performer amongst incredible businesses. Our business community is stacked. There's no slouches in our groups, and you push the envelope and you show up and you are intentional. Like, all right, let me test and measure. And Patrick says it all the time, right? What gets measured gets done.
Yeah.
And you measure and you check and you test and you push it, and that's where you got double your footprint. Incredible growth. Congratulations.
Thank you. And if I can just go off that, when I got the award, I sat back down in my seat, and I'm looking around this entire room with other business professionals that have 10, 20, 30 years more experience than I have.
I was looking at the 60-year-old guy that was looking at you like he wanted to.
So I almost felt a little bit out of place because I'm a 27-year-old kid that just got this award in a room of business owners that have been doing this for, like I said, many more years than I have. It was very humbling, but also made me feel out of place because I just didn't know how to accept it almost. And that just goes to the room of how exceptional everybody in this room is, and why it's so important to surround yourself with people that have more experience than you, that can push you to that next level, because you don't know where you need to go until you see the person or see the vision of of who you want to be or where you see yourself. So to go off that, I'm very thankful, and I'm going to take this back. I'm going to be even more driven because the intention is there, and if I can show people that intention matters, and if you give it everything you have, then I just hope that I can translate that to.
Well, there's 3 or 4 people today that came up to me and said, "Hey, next year I'm going to be the peak performer." So you're at the lead. So, but people are they're watching you and they're coming after your
Can
title.
I back to back? Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Okay. And back to back.
And I think when we were talking about our groups here in Las Vegas and Henderson, and made up of these business owners, and like you said, some of them have been in their companies for 30 years. Why were you the peak performer? And I think a couple of those things were when we would come in, first off, you attend the board meetings, you show up prepared, you have a topic, and you're getting input, okay? Mm-hmm. And then when we go to the one-on-one coaching, you show us reports, you show us graphs, you show us, hey, this is my vision, and this is how I'm going to get there, and this is what I need to do. You've put together your processes and procedures. You're looking at creating automation throughout the system. You're talking about redundancies, things, you've looked at the risk and done risk assessment, and then you've done things to mitigate those risks. And I think it's just like, we just see it every time we come in. And Kevin came back from the last coaching, and Kev, you were like,
I was super impressed because what Hunter's doing. I'm like, you basically have your roadmap there. You know exactly where you want to take your business. But here's where I want to reflect. I think what was inspiring to me was the fact that not only are you a business owner at your young age, but you are also give back and talk about the story about your trip to Romania. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. There's a lot I can say about Romania, and people are like, Romania? What's there to say about Romania? It's an amazing country, amazing people, beautiful culture, history. But I'm a bit of a traveler, and long story short, I ended up in Romania as a volunteer, and I absolutely fell in love with the people in the country. And the experience that I had there transcended me in a way to where I realized that as monetarily driven my life is as success, and everyone talks making money, being successful, that's a great ambition. It made me realize that experience that there's more, there's other definitions of success, and emotionally driven success is what I think I was lacking. And that experience, I think, somehow has translated into wanting to provide value in business, because that experience allowed me to understand that if you don't give, then you're not gonna get anything back. And as the getting back, like, that's money, which is fantastic, but that value goes beyond money and transcends money, and that experience allows me to connect with people differently. It allows me to see the world differently, and gives me a other purpose beyond just monetary success.
That's perfect.
it.
That's
I love
perfect.
Thank you.
All right, Rick, you want to wrap this thing up?
Well, it has been an amazing year. We have seen some growth. We've faced challenges. We've seen our business owners, go through some stuff. Coming out of COVID into 2021, we are looking forward to an amazing 2022. We are excited to be working with our groups. We're looking out, and thank you for every one of our board members. Thank you for every business owner who joined our business community. For those who have supported us, our partners in here. Shout out to Nevada State Bank. We are here. Thank you so much, for supporting us. Thank you for all the chambers. Thank you for everybody. And with that said, we're going to sign off. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. God bless every single one of you.
Are you killing it?
Are you killing it? Kill it for 2022. We'll see you soon.
We're killing it. We're killing it.
All right.
Good job, Hunter.
Perfect.